Hi, Todd Winty here for Path to Progress for April 9th. Missed a day. We had some things going on in the world, and so probably not in your world, but certainly in my world that took a lot of extra time and a lot of energy, and so missed a day, but we're back today. Yesterday was, yesterday's experience has been staying with me. In fact, I had two different experiences yesterday that were very, very similar. They were not catastrophic as far as negative catastrophe, but they were significant events that will impact the direction and the shape of my life for quite some time. Both of them were events that I saw coming. They were not surprises. But they are significant changes in the way that I handle my time and my effort and my resources. I know I'm being a little bit vague, but the reason that I'm being vague is because it's the lesson that I'm taking with me, not necessarily the experiences. Maybe one of these days I'll talk about that a little bit, but today the lesson that I was taking from those two experiences, it's not a new lesson. In fact, I think one of the things that many of you that are, if there are any of you, if there are many of you, if there are some of you, one of the things that I notice as I think about these lessons is that very few of these lessons are brand new. The lessons that I'm thinking about, the lessons that I have in place, the lessons that I talk about, and the lessons that I share here in my mobile office, getting ready to go into my main office. Some of you were wondering if I was going to say that. Well, and when I say some of you, I mean basically my wife. As I sit and I think about these lessons, very few of them have ever been new. Many of them I have spoken about on this channel before, and sometimes I've spoken about them at length. But the reinforcement of a lesson doesn't minimize the importance of the lesson. In fact, in some ways, I think it underscores the importance of the lesson. The lesson was this for me. And it started with the morning events, and it culminated with the evening events. Any event that occurs in our lives can be an obstacle to progress, but it can also be an opportunity for progress. It is largely what we do with the event that determines whether it's an obstacle or an opportunity. Now, some events that show up in life seem to be pretty minimal as far as their impact. In other words, it might be a big obstacle, it might be a small obstacle, it might be a small obstacle or a small opportunity. But it's still my mindset that determines whether or not it's an obstacle or an opportunity for me. Likewise, there may be some events that occur in my life that seem to be significant obstacles. And the ability to see them as an opportunity is pretty limited. In fact, in some cases, some of those obstacles that have shown up in my life have been so big. Those events have carried with them the appearance of such negative consequences, such negative possibilities, that it was difficult to see them as anything but obstacles. It was difficult to see the opportunity. What I'm learning, perhaps better than ever before because of these two events, both of which have really pulled on my heartstrings, is that the greatest opportunity that comes from any event, any perceived obstacle, is the opportunity to focus on what progress I can make. We don't make progress because of obstacles. We make progress in spite of obstacles. Obstacles are things that require us to do more effort. And so perhaps from that perspective, there might be people philosophically who will say all progress is due to obstacles. Okay, fine. But the problem that I have often found in my life when I'm looking at obstacles is that if I cannot keep my mind focused on even a small portion of opportunity, obstacles can become paralyzing. It is my mindset. The way that I view the obstacle. Is it an obstacle that is insurmountable? It will kill my progress. Is it an obstacle that is nearly insurmountable? It might set the stage for progress. Is it an obstacle that doesn't require much effort at all? Maybe it won't have any progress at all either. The balance between whether something is an obstacle or an opportunity is my way of looking at it, my mindset. I'm looking at these two events in my life as difficult as they might be, as opportunities, chances for me to exercise my initiative, my energy, to mobilize my resources and to direct them in new directions. And hopefully by doing so, I will not only move past the obstacle, but I will reveal the opportunity that is contained within. Don't know if this is making a lot of sense, but it's been really useful for me in the last 24 hours. Hope this has been useful for you too. If it has, hey, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. And if not, that's fine too. Hopefully tomorrow I come up with something even better. In the meantime, this has been The Path to Progress. My name is Todd Wente. Hope to see you next time. Nullum Diem.